All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, or should I say the new-ish channel. This is going to be the first ever video, like first ever proper vlog posted on Theme Park Express Plus. So if you guys are watching this video nice and early, then either A, you are already subscribed to the now defunct Express Traveler, or you're a Patreon or channel member. In which case, either way, I greatly appreciate you guys being here, but we are finally back in the parks. And you know what? This kind of feels like a brand new era for me and the channel, because I feel like I can now properly go back to the parks and have this be a hobby like it used to be. I can post videos of literally whatever I want and have the videos be as short or as long as I want without it having any kind of effect on the main channel whatsoever. So the world is quite literally my oyster right now, and it feels pretty liberating, not gonna lie. But anyways, we are here at the Magic Kingdom for just a short while because we're gonna be doing a two-part kind of day. Now, these videos are going to be separate, but we are at Magic Kingdom right now to do a couple of things, and then later on I'm going to be making my way over towards Universal Studios to do some park updates over there. So it's going to be a two-part kind of day. But we just got over to the Transportation and Ticket Center, and as you guys can see, we have some construction walls over here. They are doing a bunch of refurbishments over here at the Transportation and Ticket Center. Not entirely sure what they're modifying. Rumor has is that they're getting rid of a couple of ticket booths and widening the space. I have no idea. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's see, everybody's going to the monorail. Let's go ahead and ride the ferry. Let's ride the ferry. It's been a hot minute since I've ridden the ferry. I also want to say it is July 2nd. It is hot outside. If you guys are coming to Orlando anytime in the very near future, we are in the middle of summer. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Make sure you guys wear your sunscreen. And most importantly, make sure you guys wear deodorant. Let's go ahead and start making our way over to the park and have a little bit of fun. So over here at Disney, they're celebrating Cool Kids Summer, and take a look at that. They have a little hopscotch course over here. It says follow the rainbow. They even have tic-tac-toe, spin around, strike a pose, and then exit. And take a look at that. They even have chalk art of Bluey and Bingo and Chattermax. How awesome is that? Can you guys hear that? They're playing Laughing Place from Splash Mountain. Huh. I thought they would have gotten rid of all this music by now, but no, they're still playing Laughing Place. I love it. I miss it, but I love it. Not sure how well you guys are able to see, but it looks like there's some exterior refurbishment work going on the Contemporary right now. A bunch of rooms have scrims over them, so they're definitely doing some work on the outside. It feels so good to be back. It has been far too long. Let's take a look at what they got going on over here. I see some new things. What is this? Cool Kids Summer, Magic Kingdom. This guide belongs to, so, very interesting. That's cool. It's got a bunch of little activities and things for kids to do. That's fun. And then on their guide maps, they're advertising the brand new version of Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. It recently came back from a massive refurbishment. It's got a whole new scoring system and guns and everything, new vehicles. Really, really cool stuff. We're not going to be checking that out on this trip because I'm not with my wife, so I want to make sure that Coda gets the opportunity to ride it with me, but still, we'll be back. You also want to know something crazy? Is that Coda and I still have yet to check out Disney Starlight. It debuted, what was it, last year? The new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, and we still haven't checked it out yet. Good Lord. We have been so far gone. So it's going on 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and as you guys can see, Main Street USA, not very busy. I'm actually quite surprised. You can hear the train obviously coming into the station. It's not doing full circuit loops anymore, at least for now, while they're doing construction on Villains Lands. It's still gonna be quite a few years before we get a full loop service on the train, but take a look at that, guys. This is my first time seeing Cinderella Castle back in its original colors. Well, I mean, kind of. It's still got the hints of gold, and the blues are definitely popping. Looks fantastic. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy we got rid of the pink. But something I want to point out is that Tony's Town Square smells incredible right now. I smell nothing but garlic bread on Main Street, and it smells incredible. So the primary reason why I have decided to come to Magic Kingdom today is because, unfortunately, Carousel of Progress is going down for a massive refurbishment where they are completely changing around the show. They're updating it in its entirety to add new eras. Like, they're moving time forward a little bit. Like, it's going to cover the 80s, 90s, and I think the early 2000s as well, and then go into the future a little bit further. But it's wild. The Carousel of Progress that I, for the most part, grew up with is going away. So I really wanted to make it out here one last time before they changed it over, because I am going to be going on a cruise this coming week on its final day of operation. So I'm not going to be around to do it on its final day. So we're making our way over now to Tomorrowland to go ahead and do that. Good Lord, these live streaming rigs are getting more and more ridiculous. Holy moly. Like, why do you have 15 different devices? But also, I low-key feel that umbrella over the phone because in direct sunlight, the iPhones overheat so easily. Okay, so I'm filming this just in case that other clip was blown out, but I was walking through the hub area and they have cast members from Casey's Corner mobile selling hot dogs on the street. Like, that is incredible. I love that. I had no idea that they even did that. They said it was for the 4th of July holiday, so it's currently July 2nd as I'm filming this right now. So that's still really cool. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that they keep going, but I really like it. Also, it just goes to show how long it's been since I've been to the Magic Kingdom. All the rock work outside of Tomorrowland has a new paint scheme. It used to be like a more darker, shiny blue, but now they've mixed in like some browns and golds and other like reddish tones. So here's also my first look at the brand new exterior entrance to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. I don't know, like, they got rid of the cool design on the outside with Buzz and Zurg and all the lightning and stuff, and they've added this, which is very reminiscent of like old school Tomorrowland entrances. So part of me likes it, another part of me misses the old entrance, but they do have the Star Command symbol on the side over there, which is pretty cool. We'll be back. Okay, before we tackle Carousel of Progress, there's one more important ride that we need to get done, and honestly, it is the best ride in all of Magic Kingdom. Yes. 100% yes.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the PeopleMover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Lorak 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? Did you know Progress City inspired Epcot? And a lot of the visionary ideas throughout Walt Disney World. Look, there's even a tiny PeopleMover. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Carousel of Progress.
As usual, we'll keep moving ahead, and so does the carousel. Like progress itself, this theater never stops, inspiring new generations to dream of a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
another example of how long it's been since I've really covered the Magic Kingdom is take a look at this. The cool ship is gone. They completely redid this entire food kiosk, and they got rid of the starship that was up there, and they got rid of all the mist. Remember how you could walk under it and it would, you know, mist on you and stuff? Now it's called Astro Fizz by Coca-Cola. That's a little unfortunate. That was really fun. I like that. I wish they would have at least kept the mist. So before I check out Carousel of Progress, I wanted to kind of explain myself to you guys a little bit and let you know why I kind of stopped coming to the parks, because there's many reasons that I could probably spend a whole hour discussing and explaining. But the gist of it is that I've fallen out of love with the Walt Disney Company as a whole. Not so much the parks, but with the company. They've been making so many anti-consumer decisions recently, and it's really kind of turned me off from wanting to come to the parks, and that's only partially why. So that's like the long story short. And then the next part was the competition. So a lot of you guys probably already know that the theme parks in Orlando specifically, and I guess partially in California, are so oversaturated. There are so many content creators that are covering the parks now, and a good majority of them are live streamers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, not really so much long form content creators anymore. They're far and few in between nowadays. And you know, when you're a smaller channel, it gets to be rough. It gets to be rough, and the feeling of competition is very overwhelming. And it's not really a good feeling, because there's always that pressure to be the first one, to be at an event, to film it, to go home and edit it and post it. That's how you got ahead in the content creator sphere, at least, you know, back in the day when it came to the theme parks. And before, I was chasing it. I was here so often, almost every other day, covering every little change that was in the parks, every event. I was here, and you know, you guys know I live in Tampa. I live about an hour and a half away, give or take, with traffic, and I would go out of my way to get a hotel room here in Orlando just so I could edit a video and post it as soon as possible when it came to different events. It got so tiring. It got draining mentally as well. It was just all around not a good time, and it really turned me off. And it only got worse with the rise of live streaming and TikTok. You know, everyone here has a phone. Everyone here is trying to be the first and to film content. It just got draining. It got so draining. And I got tired of it, and I saw that the cruise videos were getting more and more popular, so that's partially why I started gravitating towards the cruise content, because it's so much easier to do, where a single 3-night cruise can give me and guarantee me 2 to 3 videos, whereas when I was covering the parks constantly, I was struggling to find what the next video was going to be, what the next topic was. You know, it just wasn't the best thing to do in order to try and make a living off of YouTube, which, to be fair, at the time, it wasn't what I was trying to do. I mean, it would have been nice, but it was still a hobby. And so, yeah, the channel just kind of bloomed from cruises, and they kind of took hold, and it's what's most popular, and I'm able to be full-time now because of the cruises. So, yeah, that's partially why this new channel exists, Theme Park Express Plus, because I wanted to still be able to come to the parks and still want to have that feeling that I used to have of coming to the parks just because of a hobby, and, you know, just for fun, and still be able to post videos without any other pressure. And so far, just spending the last hour in the park, just walking in and doing the PeopleMover and filming casually, like, it's such a great feeling. I feel free, and I'm so happy that I came up with the idea of this second channel, having a place to just throw these random videos in, so that way you guys can still enjoy, because I know a lot of you guys still really want theme park content. And I said this on Patreon and on channel memberships, the theme park videos aren't going away from the main channel. It's just the major events like Halloween Horror Nights. Anytime we visit a brand new park somewhere in the United States or somewhere in the world, we're going to be filming it and putting it on the main channel. This is for just all the other random stuff, all the other random park updates and little things here and there that I want to do are going to go on this channel. And so far, it just feels absolutely liberating. But seeing that one live streamer on Main Street earlier just kind of reminded me of why I stopped really filming the parks because it just became a lot. And the content creator fatigue, especially here in Orlando, is real. And I didn't really want to contribute to that problem. I try and be as low-key as I can. I'm not really loud. I'm not really boisterous. I'm not trying to draw attention to myself, hence why I'm kind of standing here in a corner talking to you guys, you know? So yeah. I just wanted to explain that a little bit before I hopped inside Carousel of Progress. And I hope you guys understand. I hope it makes complete and total sense. And I hope you guys stick around on this channel and subscribe to this channel for any and all other random theme park content and other random things that I do in my life and with Coda. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a spin on Carousel of Progress and bid farewell.
Carousel of Progress. This show is approximately 20 minutes and the theater will rotate several times. If you're unable to stay fully seated for the full 20 minutes, we ask you to gather your belongings and exit out the back of the theater now.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. You're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
It looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. And moving pictures flicker up on a big screen. We have almost 8,000 automobiles in this country.
It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fellow, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. And sports stadiums are springing up all over. And boy, nobody hits that old horse high like that new fellow Babe Ruth. Jazz music is the cat's meow. And there's been ads in the paper for months for a movie starring Al Jolson. And he's going to talk and sing. Boy, I've got to see that. There goes Schwartz in his Upmobile. He sure loves that horn.
Oh, well, that's more like it. John, yours is the last costume I've got to finish before the parade starts.
Sarah's Ladies Club is responsible for our town's 4th of July celebration tonight. She's got us all roped into performing in their program,
But
right?
I've decided we're going as George and Martha Washington, dear.
Oh, the father of our country. That's a role that really fits me.
Just a dream away.
Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now. And we've got some amazing new wonders around the house to prove it. For instance, our refrigerator holds more food and ice cubes. And thanks to our automatic dishwasher, oh, I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy. Oh, and here's something else that's new. I just heard a new term today on the radio. Fella says, we've got something now called the rat race. Did you ever hear that one? It sure describes my life. I'm involved in something now called commuting. I drive into the city for work all day and then turn right around and drive all the way back. And the highway is crowded with fellow rats doing the same thing.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot here.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster.
Laser blaster? Well, I'll give it a try.
Oh, okay. Here goes. Temperature to 375.
Temperature increase to 375.
Look at that. It even talks back.
Did you say 550? Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
550.
Wow, 975.
Temperature increase to 975. Make mode overload. Command error.
John, what's wrong with the oven?
What,
Make mode complete. Enjoy your meal.
Anyone for pizza?
Oh, another Christmas turkey ruined.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Just a dream away.
Thank you for joining us on Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. We hope you've enjoyed this tribute to the 1964 Carousel of Progress from the New York World's Fair. Please gather all of your personal belongings and exit through the doors located at the back of the theater.
Okay, so I just got done doing 2 laps of Carousel of Progress. It's a decent enough farewell for it. Got a couple of pictures and video. I'm very sad that they're changing it and updating it to a more like current time frame with 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and then future. Kind of makes me feel old. I do enjoy seeing all the old technology that they had back in the day at the turn of the century with how their ovens used to work and their refrigerators and all that good stuff. It's just really nostalgic for me. I mean, not me personally, I wasn't alive in that area, but you guys know what I mean. Just the whole thing is just very nostalgic. So hopefully they do a good job with the update. So I know I mentioned earlier that I've been kind of falling out of love with the Disney theme parks, or just kind of the parks in general. Mostly Disney. Universal, still solid. Absolutely freaking love them. But it's mostly the Disney parks that I'm having problems with. And it wasn't working here that killed it. That was totally fine. It was content creation that really killed it. So now that I'm starting this new chapter with Theme Park Express, I'm really wanting to get back into the parks. I'm wanting to feel the love for it again. Now, the decisions that the company as a whole is making is still very much so bad. Like, I hate the decisions that the company as a whole are making, but the parks are still my happy place. I want to feel that feeling again of loving coming to the parks as often as I used to when I was young, because I was here basically every single week, just coming here, vibing, riding the rides, and, you know, just doing what I wanted to do without the stress of content creation, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I just want to feel that again. So eventually, you know, in the very near future, I want to spend like a week here like I used to. I want to get a hotel on Disney property, even though there's not really too much of a benefit to getting a hotel on property, but I want to get a hotel on Disney property and just have a Disney week. Come to the parks like any other tourist would from out of state, out of city, whatever, and just vibe and have a good time. That's the eventual goal. Unfortunately, it is time for me to make my way out of the Magic Kingdom and head on over to Universal Studios, but this was still fun. It was a nice little start. Now, I'm not going to be able to come to the parks as often as I want to as of right now, but definitely at the start of next year, I'm going to have a lot more time to dedicate to the parks in between cruising, and I'm wanting to find a proper balance for this channel and the main Theme Park Express channel, if that makes any sense. Now, like I said earlier, I am filming this on July 2nd, so we are just at the start of the 4th of July weekend. It is a Thursday, so I'm wondering if Main Street USA or the park in general is more empty right now because people are holding off until maybe tomorrow or the 4th, because I know starting tomorrow on the day before and on actual 4th of July, they do the special 4th of July fireworks and other celebrations and stuff. So I wonder if people are just holding off. It's very possible. So like I said earlier, I am going to try and make it back to the parks more often, but with it being July, you guys already know that next month is August, and with August comes the start of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, the good thing about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is that on party nights, the morning in the park is empty. It is so dead, and that is the time for locals to come to Magic Kingdom and ride all the rides with very minimal waits, because a lot of people with party tickets are going to wait until later in the day to come. They're allowed to enter the park at, I think, 2 or 3 o'clock, so yeah, the mornings are dead, and those are the best times to visit the Magic Kingdom. So it's honestly one of the better times of year to come to Magic Kingdom if you've already been here before, you know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna make our way onto the monorail right now and make our way back to the TTC.
This concludes your visit to the Walt Disney World Resort. We hope you had a wonderful time. Now we'll return home safely. This is the Transportation and Ticket Center. Thank you for traveling with us.
Okay, that was a little bit of an ordeal. It took me almost 30+ minutes to get back just to the parking lot area. So there was a tram that was broken down on the villains side where I was supposed to go. So they were funneling everybody to the heroes side. And 3 heroes trams went by before we finally got a villains tram. And even then, when we got on board, they said this is a heroes tram, and everyone was like, what in the world is going on? And then the cast member had a supervisor run over and let them know, like, no, you're going to villain side, please go to villain side. And she was like, okay, I'm sorry. It's just a lot. The whole process of getting to and from Magic Kingdom can just be such a hassle sometimes, way more trouble than it's worth, honestly, on some occasions, depending on how you're visiting. But yeah, we're back. Let's get inside the car. I tell you guys what, Universal Studios has me spoiled with being able to park in the parking garages. I don't care where in the parking garage I am, as long as I'm not on surface level. Being able to come back to a car that's not baking hot, I can't even barely touch my steering wheel, good lord. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video, the start of a brand new chapter for Theme Park Express, like I said earlier. It feels good to be back in the park and film and not having to stress about making a video that's like X amount of minutes long and, you know, covering certain topics that are like the hot thing nowadays, you know what I mean? So like, it's nice. It feels like it's a hobby again, and I'm very excited to come back to the parks a bit more often. Now, granted, all of this is going to be happening in between our cruise schedules, which, you know, we do have a lot more cruises booked still between now and the end of the year, so just give it a little bit of time. But like I said earlier, at the start of 2027, we're gonna have a lot more time to come back to the parks and just do any and all random things. But now I'm making my way over towards Universal Studios, and that is going to be covered in another video. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video all the way through. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new around here and you want to see more theme park content like this in the future, because you're going to get a lot of it here on Theme Park Express Plus. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.